Try swing no. No, you steer right. Oh. There's one here.
Wait, don't hurry.
Yeah, we gotta put up the.
Top right, bring it here. And then when you come back,
प्रेम से बोले श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, महापति महादेव की जय. My dear devotees, at this time I will invite each and every one of you, so please stand as we all join in the invocation mantras. As we clasp our arms together, we close our eyes with our heads in prayer. We meditate upon our divine. We ask of Bhagavan to shower grace upon our body. Today, as we commit this body to this physical world, Hare Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha, Sri Saraswati Namo Namaha, Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namaha, Govindayebhyo Namaha. Krishna Krishna Kripalu Tangati Nagatirna Bhava Sansargana Gava Prasiddha Purushottam. Govinda Govinda Hare Murari, Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna. गोविंद गोविंद रतांगपाणि गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणं कृष्ण दामोदरं वासुदेवं हरि श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं जानकी नायकं रामचन्द्र भजे जानकी नायकं रामचन्द्र भजे जानकी नायकं रामचन्द्र भजे। बोले श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की devotees you can kindly be seated. Please be seated. Om Narayanaय Gopinaय Paramattamaय Namo Namaः Pranat Krishnaय Sutanaय Bhavatu Sarvada। ओम श्री विष्णु 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 जय परमात्मने श्री राम श्रीता वादः कल्पे वरवस्मन् मंत्र्य शामी चतुर्विंशतिश्वरी कवि प्रशंसरणे प्रेत नामस्यः इति श्री कामनाय अंत्येष्टिकरणं शुभकामनाय भवतु सर्वदा। ओम श्री विष्णुभ्यो नमो नमः। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः मृत्युस्थानार्थाय शवानिमित्तमे आदीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः मृत्युस्थानार्थाय शवानिमित्तमे आदीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः मृत्युस्थानार्थाय शवानिमित्तमे आदीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः तिलकं पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। श्री अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्य ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्य श्री चंदनं पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः चंदनं पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्री चंदनार्थाय पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्री चंदनं पिण्डोपरिमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः तिलकं पिण्डोपरिमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः गन्धाद्यो पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्रीगन्धाद्यं पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्रीगन्धाद्यो पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्रीगन्धाद्यो पिण्डोपरिमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। श्री अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः गन्धाद्यं पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्रीगन्धाद्यं पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। श्री अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः गन्धाद्यो पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्री पुष्पं पुष्पाणि पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः पुष्पं पुष्पाणि पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः पुष्पं पुष्पाणि पिण्डोपरिमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम श्री अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः पुष्पं मया दत्तं पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः पुष्पाणि पिण्डोमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। ओम श्री अधमगोत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्री पुष्पं पुष्पाणि पिण्डोपरिमयादीयते तु उपतिष्ठताम्। Sri Vishnave Hindu Mayadiyati Upatishtatham. Om Adhamoputrasya Mukpretasya. Om Yam Dvari Maguryandyatma Sabrite Tatulukanartaya. Depoyam Hindu Mayadiyati Upatishtatham. Om Yam Dvari Maguryandyatma Sabrite. Depoyam Mayadiyati Upatishtatham. Om Yam Dvari Mahaguryandyatma Savrite Tatulukanartaya. Depoyam Pindu Mayadiyate Tu Patishtatham. Om Yam Dvari Mahaguryandyatma Savrite Tatulukanartaya. Depoyam Pindu Mayadiyate Tu Patishtatham. Om Yam Dvari Mahaguryandyatma Savrite Tatulukanartaya. Depoyam Tavu Patishtatham. Om Adhamoputrasya Mukpretasya. Depo Yamayadiyate tu Patishtatham. Om Sri Vishnave Namaha, Sri Vishnave Namaha, Sri Vishnave Namo Namaha. Om Adhumogotrasya Mukpretasya. Sri Arartakaya Pindopari Mayadiyate tu Patishtatham. Om Adhumogotrasya Mukpretasya. Sri Arartakaya Pindopari Mayadiyate tu Patishtatham. Om Devta Bhyasya Pitri Bhyasya Mahayogi Pirocha. Namaha Swahaya Swadhaya Nityameva Namo Namaha. Siratakaya Pindu Mayadiyate Tu Patishtatham. Sri Vishnave Namo Namaha. Om Adhamogotrasya Mukpretasya Sri Pindasti Pritisthanartayam. Press it on. Hold your hands like this. Mayadiyate tu patishtatham. Turn your hand sideways. Open it up. Open it up. Triptyantami. Again. Triptyantami. Om Triptyantami. Mayadiyate tu patishtatham. That's what it goes. Yeah. Keep that in your pocket. Moya, come now. Om Adhamogotrasya Mukpretasya Pushpam Pushpani Pindopari Mayadiyate Tu Patishtatham. Om Sri Vishnave Bhyo Namo Namaha. Yam Dvari Mahaguryandyatma Savrite Tatulukanartaya. Depoyam Tu Patishtatham. Depoyam Mayadiyate Tu Patishtatham. Sri Devta Bhyasya Pitri Bhyasya Mahayogi Bhyacha. Iti Sri Vishnu Devataye Sri Mayadiyate Tu Patishtatham. Sri Vishnave Namaha, Sri Vishnave Namaha, Sri Vishnave Namo Namaha. Take this. Rest it on my right hand. Push it up. Come on. Prem Sabole Sri Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki. My dear devotees, today indeed as we join members of this lyric family, as we commit the body of the father, the husband of this home, and a villager who have worked and toiled very hard in his lifetime. Today indeed as we give thanks in the name of Bhagwan, who have lived a very long time, his full life, I'm not too sure of his age, but I know he has come from, sorry, 87 years. So to reach this age at this time in your life, some good you have done to reach this age. So indeed he have done, to my knowledge, he have toiled very hard, he have worked hard, and looking at his age, and I can tell you he was one of those individuals who laid foundations for you and I to stand on today. So not everybody may have the same view, but today indeed as we fulfill our duties of our last prayer, our last rites, this is why it is called Anteshti. Ant means the end. It is not the end of the soul, but it is the end of the body. This is why today whatever we do for the body. We don't do anything for the soul today. This is why we have a purpose. And unfortunately in the Hindu world today, many people are bending the rules of the scriptures to suit their own fancy. And I will repeat that. Today many people are bending the rules to suit their own fancy. This is why Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna told Arjuna, Iti Sastra Pramanam Staha, let your scriptures be your guide. So when in the Hindu world we believe to ourselves it have nothing like shaving and bhandara, please wake up and realize, get your book and read it. It have something called a Dasgatra, a 10-day ceremony, and there is something that is called Madhyam Shodashi, what is called a 13-day ceremony. How do you repay a soul for what it has done? Does this mean when someone dies, you cremate them and full stop? Think about it. All of you have children. Today, tomorrow you die. You live while you live. And when you die, you don't know what's going to happen to you. This is why Bhagavan put these rites in place for accountability. How does a child repay a mother and father for what they have done for a child? This is why Garuppuran says when the son takes the ability to lift that body in 3 parts, on his hips or his shoulders, and bear that body and fulfill the last rites, that is how you get the blessing. So when, my dear devotees, people on the outside say, go buy burus, and you could get it done. One day, one time you had to do nothing. I'm happy for you. Burus are paying me, you know, and nobody are paying me. At the end of it, what I'm saying, it affects everybody. It affects you, it affects your children, and it affects your grandchildren. So whatever you do, and you do not show to the next generation, some believe, some say don't believe. This is why Garuppuran tells to you, when we do last rites for the soul, 3 generation benefits of it. Putra, the children, Pautra, the grandchildren, and Prapautra, the great-grandchildren. And when the soul curse that generation, who get any curse? The same 3 generation. So this is why when you see some generation living in HELL, they want to know why. Always remember what these individuals did in their lifetime, no children today are going to do it. Alive? Devotees alive?
No.
Oh, well, I think we had more than one dead. So my dear devotees, wake up and realize, stop this nonsense of one day bhandara and think everything done in one day. That nonsense have to stop. If your Pandit like it that way, and you like it that way, I am happy for you. That is not in our scriptures. If you believe or you disbelieve, that is not in your scriptures. This is why Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna told to Arjuna on that battlefield, he says, O Arjuna, chapter 16, chapter 17, and chapter 18 will tell you this. Kama, Krodha, Lobha. We have three things in this world that would create that state of hell. The first one is Kam, the state of temptation. The second one is Krodha, the state of anger. Who is not angry? Who is not born with anger? Everybody here have anger. We all born with anger, bhaiya. You know what I'm angry about today? The ones who have to really do the rights, not standing up to do what they have to do. Me have no apology for nobody. Right, Shanti? Right. The last one, Krodha, Kam, Krodha, Lobha. Everybody running for greed. The more you get is the more you want. And we don't realize the same money you work hard for is the same money carrying you and buying a nice pretty box and burning you on the creek. So keep working, bhaiya. Physically, we provide everything. Spiritually, please provide a way for yourself. There's a saying that says, God helps those who? God helps those who? Well, only help all yourself too now. Wake up and realize, teach all your children. Parents, you are going around telling your children, you know, when I die, all you don't have to do all of this. And I hear parents telling the children that. So the child now growing up with the information, I don't really have to do that. Ma said those who so, Pa said do those who. But what scripture are you following? What scripture are you following? Ma scripture? Are you following Pa scripture? My dear devotees, whilst you living, you live. When you're dead, you have things to do. Don't do what you want to do. Be guided by your scriptures. And if your scriptures cannot guide you, it have nobody here outside will guide you in the appropriate way. I always say when we have two things, wedding and funeral, you see all the bamboo lawyers coming out. And everybody say, do this, do that, do the next. When you're done, you're confused. Who to listen to? Who is really correct? Who is incorrect? So my dear devotees, I am saying this openly today. The only way you can repay your mother and father for what they have done for you in this life is to perform this last prayer. When you have that opportunity, even if stranger, the Quran tells you there was a king. And this king, my dear devotees, went into the forest. And when he went in the forest, he sat down near a pond or a lake. And as he refreshed himself, he heard a voice coming out from a tree. And the voice was telling him, he says, O Raja, can you not fulfill my last rites for me? So now the king started to look all different directions. He did not see anybody, but he's hearing this voice. And now the voice telling him, the king asks, he says, Tom Hutun, who are you? And then the priest says, my Pretu, I am a spirit. I am wandering, looking all over. Aur ritu phalam se nahi khani hai. He says, I see ripe fruits all over, but I cannot eat it. Aur pani ke jal peene nahi hai. I see water and I cannot drink it. All you want to read so? Yeah, when all you dare do everything one day now. He says, I am a pret. My pret who? I am a wandering spirit. All you feel Poi have a name now? What is the name of Poi? When that hearse drive up here, what they tell all you? They didn't tell all you Poi reach. Poi lose his name already. So you have to understand the only thing that carries the name is your soul. This is why everything we do afterwards, we do it in the name of the Soul. It is the soul that takes the name. So my dear devotees, when that priest asked the king, who had no relationship, it was neither blood related or neither related. And when he asked the king, he says, Raja, Audshrat karma ke kriya hai, perform my last rites for me, for I am in a state of distress. I am distressed by nature. And when the king, my dear devotees, asked of him, he says, Sudeva ke naam hai, my name was Sudev. And I perform all the rites and rituals while I live in. But now, when I die, no one did for me. I cannot reap the benefits of it. And when he heard of this, the king told to him, he says, I will sit down and perform your last rites. This is why, Bhaiya, if you have the opportunity to do it for somebody, God bless you. God bless to you. The king sat down and he performed all the last rites and rituals in the name of that Atma. And when he did it with joy in his heart. Don't do it with frustration. If you do it with frustration, it will make sense to do it. Don't do it with stress. Don't do it because somebody demands you have to do it. Do it because you understand what you are doing. Do it because you are proud to know I'm doing it for somebody who I look up to. Don't let people come and bamboozle your head and tell you otherwise. And I stand very firmly with what I say. I can show to you scriptural injunctions why we have to do what we do. So Bhaiya, my dear brothers and sisters in Dharma, please, we have to wake up. Wake up and stand up and understand. Our foreparents, they were not foolish people. For generations to come, they were not foolish people. And they maintained their dharma for good, bad, indifferent. Good times, hard times, difficult times, poverty times. They maintained their belief. Today we have it a little more easy. You know why? Moy and Poy and all of them work hard to build for you and me. They are some of that generation. So my dear devotees, when you have the opportunity to fulfill the last kriya in the name of an Atma soul, do it with love. Do it with joy. And let that joy be done for others as well. Bhaiya, let us all clasp our hands together as we meditate in the name of Bhagwan Vishnu, seeking His grace, His mercies. On this most humble day, we ask Bhagwan to bless this Atma. Om Sri Partaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratita Purana Munina Madhe Mahabharata Advaitamrita Varshini Bhagavati Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvamanusunda Dhami Bhagavata Gite Bhavaraveshinim Namastute Vyasa Vishal Buddhi Pulare Vindayata Patra Netram Yena Tvaya Bharata Tela Purna Prajwalita Gyanmaya Pradipaha Prapanna Parajataya Tutra Vetra Kapanaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya Gitamritam Duhe Namaha Sarvo Upanishro Gao Dugda Gopala Nandana Parto Vatsa Sudir Bhuktam Dugdam Gitamritam Mahat Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanu Damardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum Govinda Govinda Hare Murari Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna Govinda Govinda Ratanga Pani Govinda Damo Dharma Dhaveti Bole Sri Bhakti Bihari Lal Ki. So at this time I invite the members of the family Harana. Family. So please give Alana a little bit of attention. Come closer. Everybody see it. so you have to show your voice.
Thank you all for coming today to say goodbye and celebrate the life of our cherished and humble grandfather, Harripersad Roopnarine, better known as Mr. Blagg, John. I am Alana, and I was asked to share a few words about our grandfather. Our grandfather was born on the 4th of September 1936 to his parents Dan Patia and Basu Roopnarine. He had 6 siblings. Lengua is where he spent most of his childhood and adult life. Even though he spent a short time gaining a primary education at Lengua CM School, he was well read. He loved reading the newspaper to keep abreast of current affairs. Sometimes if we were here past 7 p.m. at night, we had to sit in silence while he looked at the nightly news. He was passionate about reading and learning new things. Sometimes I had to go online to fact check something that he said he read, only to find out it was true. Yes, he was better than Google. He always had an input in any conversation. Since he was a child, he enjoyed fishing around the neighborhood. In his earlier working years, he worked as a cane cutter. He eventually got a job at Ministry of Works and later retired at age 60. He and my grandmother got married on the 10th of February 1953. It was not an easy road for both of them, however. They sacrificed and supported each other in difficult times and are the epitome of what a strong family is supposed to be. They always sat together for the yearly pujas. This year they celebrated their 70th wedding anniversary. Together, he and my grandmother had 7 children, 19 grandchildren, 16 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandchild. Can you imagine his shopping list for Christmas and birthdays? Yes, he remembered everyone's name for as long as he was able to. And if he couldn't remember your name, he would give you a new one. Most of you would share the same opinion of him, but I don't think any of you know the type of family man he really was. The person we call Poya, Aja, or Nana designates in a different way, as we all have fond memories we will cherish. He was one of the kindest men I ever met, and he never hesitated to share anything he had or help in any way he could. His generosity was limitless. He was known around the neighborhood by everyone. If it was just to stop by on his way home for a quick blag, how he got his nickname, Mr. Blag, for a quick helping, with odd jobs for the neighborhoods. He lived like family with everyone, and if he got paid from any odd jobs, sometimes he would insist on giving some of the money back. He worked hard for everything he had. He loved his family, especially when everyone gathered at the house for special occasions, as long as it didn't touch the TV remote. He and my grandmother are the glue that binds his family together, and we feel so blessed to have him in our lives for so long. Our grandfather lived life like there was no rules, yet he strongly believed in discipline. It's no secret that he fought a battle with his demons that he had no control of. This family supported him in his later years. He got the help he needed to live a more fulfilling life. If you knew him well enough, you would realize he had many talents like singing, humor, and philosophy. Oh, let's not forget, he was a galvanized engineer. He loved fixing and making things. At any given day, if you showed up at the house, the surroundings were always well kept. He would wake up at dawn every day and clean around the entire house. We all loved to listen to him share the stories of the old days and of more humble beginnings, and was content with whatever he had. Our grandfather, we will miss you and thank you for the memories and life lessons. In closing, I would like to leave with you one of my favorite quotes he always used. What you give in charity is what you lend to the Lord. I would like everyone to sit in silence and think about what this really means. How can we give more selflessly, just like him? thank you all on behalf of my grandmother and the rest of the family for your prayers and well wishes through this most difficult time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Friends, Vrindavan Bihari Lalaki. So I wish to thank Alana for those humble words that she shared for members, on behalf of members of the bereaved family. Today, actually, my dear devotees, I was still supposed to come to his home, because today Moya was supposed to have a little puja, and so happened on Sunday they told me that they will cancel the puja. But I said, don't worry, I will still have to come to the home because of the due circumstances. So my dear devotees, we make appointments in life, sometimes we get disappointed, but whenever it's time for us to leave this mundane existence, always remember, leave it as best as possible. Do as much as you can in this mundane existence of life. Let us all please clasp our hands together. As we close our eyes, we bow heads in prayer. In your own humble and solemn way in prayer, we ask that Divine Lord to shower grace upon his soul. May his soul find that place of rest. May his body be laid today in that point of cremation where it reunites or reunited back to the elements. Om Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityur ma Amritam Gamaya Anadhani Dhano Deva Sankachakra Gadadhara Akshaya Punari Kakshaha Krishna Moksha Prado Bhava Krishna Krishna Kripalu Tvam Gatima Gatirna Bhava Sansargana Gava Prasiddha Parameshwaraha Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata Abhyutanam Dharmasya Tadatmanam Sujamiham Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Kridushkritam Dharma Sanstapanartaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Shasakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Draviram Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare Jai 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 Jab char taraf andhiyara ho आशा का दूर और कोई न केवन हारा हो और कोई न केवन हारा हो फिर तू ही मेरा पार करो जय 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 कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर ले विष को भी अमृत कर ले तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर ले विष को भी अमृत कर ले ओ पूरन कर ले सबकी आशा पूरन कर ले सबकी आशा जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे प्रभु जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिना सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् भवेत् ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम बोले श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की my dear devotees, you will be allotted a couple moments for those who wish to pay your final respects by placing a flower or even viewing of the body, after which we will be leaving for our cremation rites. Jai Sri Ram. Firstly, for the children, grandchildren, you can come firstly to place your flower.
Abi. You got it right.
Anybody else?
Om Adhamo Putrasya Mukretasya Sri Vrittisthanatayam Sidvadeshi Pindumayadhyati Dupatishtakhan Om Trityantami, Om Trityantami, Om Trityantami, Mayadhyasi Dupatishtakhan. Break it in four. Om Adhamo Putrasya Mukretasya Kakbali Mayadhyati Dupatishtakhan. One piece for one. You throw them behind you. They all right? So when all I lift up, foot going in first, leave the cloth on the ground.
Okay.
Down your right, this one.
आज सुनो हम गीत विदा का गा रहे, दो दुखियान पंछी बिछड़े जा रहे. Listen to the song of Taylor as we sing today. Two unhappy birds are now going separate paths. Facing the inevitable, these two birds leave each other with tears in their eyes after enjoying each other's company for a long time. These two individuals journey away in different directions, but this cruel world can never understand their pain. Today, they are reflecting on their happy day of home.